Hello, hello. See how close I have to get here. All right, Cajun, I see your comment there. Only problem is I have a reversed image. So I need to figure that one out. And this there's a webcam gives me the option to really zoom in well, but I haven't figured out how to use the camera software and the chat or the stream yet. Wow. So it's not backwards for you? I had no idea it was backwards. No wonder everybody has a hard time moving the cameras around or the coins. How's my voice? It's pointed away from me, so I wasn't sure it would pick me up very well. Oh, good. Glad I sound good. I was really concerned I'd have to get another mic. Well, this is exciting. All I have to do is figure out the software for sharing so I can get you and others on here. I had found some software, but none of it seemed right. So I'll have to have you send me a link for the correct software for the sharing one so I can have more than just me up here. Hangouts. Yeah, I need to download it. I tried today, but there was too many choices. Oh, this is exciting. Let me see. Let me grab another coin. see here. Hey, Lake House. Hi, Sherry. So this one's supposed to be able to do 4K. It should be doing 1080 at 60 frames a second right now. I have another software that'll allow me to run to zoom up and stuff really well. I just need to figure out how to run it at the same time. Alrighty. Let's see if I can find something good to put up here. Doesn't want to focus too good on that one. So all the color's gone. That one has a lot of color. Hey, that worked. Just looks real flat. I might have turned the color down a little too much. I have a lot of choices with this. Too bright. Turn that down. Yeah, the color's just not there yet. Not bad for my first try, though. Wow. Maybe fourth or fifth try. Okay. Here we go. Hey, Sheldon. Sorry if I miss anybody. It's first time for me streaming. Got a lot going on. A little disappointed with the color, but I don't want to mess with it because I have to start a software that shut it off last time. So I'd rather just keep the stream going and maybe pick some bigger coins. Let's try some Morgans. Take me a minute here to find the right ones. Let's see what high luster looks like. Measure to give others a bad time. Just will not focus. I think I'm going to have to use the manual focus on this. I wonder if I'm just too close. Let's try it. There we go. Oh, you can see a little bit of a fingerprint on that one. That's a little better. Let me find one of my better ones. Still looking. So this one has yellow all the way around toning. Let's see if it shows up. Come on. There we go. Oh, how sad. That one's so full of luster and it just went flat. The part above the eagle and to the right is, well, actually, it's probably to the left for you guys. Where United is all blue. Strange. Now, that's something you guys, sometimes the natural toning shows up on cameras and the unnatural or the damaged type toning doesn't show up very good. I'm not really positive on that one yet. I should put it to the test and send some to the grader. Okay, I got some real nice toned ones somewhere. That one's actually really nicely toned. It's all gold. I think I might have messed up the color a little bit, Cajun, when I was playing with this earlier, and I should have reset it back to its neutral position. Okay, come on. Hey, up close works really good. I like that better. Now that one's really nicely toned. Here, I can go back down. Maybe that'll be better. It just doesn't want to. Let me move the light a little bit here. I've got a real nice light that, oh yeah, that did help. That I can step up in about 20 to 30 steps. So that works really cool. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm streaming. Hey, Cajun, I'm streaming. Well, of course, I'm not finding. I got a couple hundred of these Morgans, so it makes it really difficult to find what you're looking for. Oh, this one's kind of nice. Oh, not so much. See, and this is really something because the luster on this one's really extreme. You can see it a little bit up there by Pluribus. The whole coin looks that way. You can see it on the opposite side too. So I think it's just a matter of tweaking the coin a little bit here. Oops. And down they come. Oh, my stack was getting too high. Alrighty. Here's another one with real high luster. And it looks flat. I'll be darned. Does that have a little more luster than what I'm seeing? Hey, David. Hey, Coin Collection and More. Thanks for stopping by. My first stream. Think maybe I'll try some of my, I've got some real colorful walkers. Let me see if I can pull those out. Oh, and maybe I can show some of my full Bellline Franklins. I was so disappointed the video just did it no justice on my real nice full Bellline Franklins. Let's see what this does. Nice and flat and no color. Oh, that's amazing. There's so much color on this coin. There, you can start to see it around the edges. This coin is green and pink all over. The entire coin. So strange. I just need to figure out the right way to light this stuff so you guys can see it. And so strange because it's across the entire coin. Here's another nice tone one. It just doesn't show up. I have to figure that out with the light. I've got professional lights. I can probably figure it out and get it to where it shows up better. I should like this design. It's the new, let's see here, the Brio 4K Stream Edition streaming camera. I tried to get my other camera to do it, but it's an older camera. It's a 5D Canon, and it just didn't want to do video on the computer. So such a shame. Here's another one. The sun is red. I've been watching this coin for a long time because it's doing a sunburst on the sun. But not for you guys. Are you guys seeing any red at all on that sun? You bet. Coin collection and more. Won't catch me eating. Of course, these coins are all wrapped up, so could probably get away with it. Let's see here. Oops. I had it right and I still turned it. Okay, I will never give you guys a hard time again. It's hard working backwards. Okay, let's see here. Well, that one just didn't want to go in focus. Oh, I am upside down. Oh, no, I'm not. So funny. All right. Never give them guys a hard time again. Oh, here's a real neat one. And again, no color. Yeah, I liked Infinity Wars. Maybe you can see it a little bit showing up. This coin's yellow and blue. Oh, that's what I should do. Let me show some of my... I've got some raw coins I can show. Now these are my chrome pennies. Oh, how sad. They're so flat. And they're so brilliant. The luster on these is so extreme. You can see a little bit of that chroming, but not much. I'll be darned. Half the outside edge is silver, and it doesn't show up. That's so strange. You see it a little bit on that one, but that's just the colored part. The silver's on the left side of the where of is. Sure, Cajun. Okay, the lake house, where are you? There you go. Sorry, Cajun, I didn't even think of doing too. I've never done modding hardly at all, so I've never really had the opportunity to figure it all out. Well, that's so frustrating. So much color on these. Okay. Let's see here. Full steps? Almost. Oh my goodness, look at all that. Now this is a later year. These are 89Ds. So look at the parseness. This is the issue with these coins. They were so poorly struck. And you can see it was with a deteriorated die. That edge is showing pretty bad there at the middle of E pluribus. I have a few full steppers. That one's not a very good one, though. I don't have anything in order. I didn't realize I was going to be doing a live stream, so I'm not prepared at all. I'm just grabbing coins at random here. Favorite coin in my collection? Oh, I've got a few of them. I have a 1893 Isabella commemorative quarter that's graded by NGC. It's a MS65. It's quite valuable. I've got a 1885 Carson City key date or semi key, and it's got a real nice toning going on. Pennies. I love my pennies. I got so many pennies that I'm so proud of. I have a couple completely flawless wheats. I've got several flawless. Well, I've got an Indian now. I wonder if I could find my Indian. The 1903 Indian's really cool. It's got some really beautiful colors, and it's probably red brown now, but when I first started taking pictures of it, it was red. Probably a 65, 1903 Indian. So are you guys hearing me okay? Can you tell I'm backing up and coming forward at all? Oh, I can't get to this. Okay, just a second, guys. I gotta grab something here. I'll be right back. Oops, I thought those were 51s. Okay, just a second. So when I first started putting these coins into these flips, I got a little carried away and started doing ones that were just nice instead of doing the flawless ones or near flawless. So I'm having to go back through and pull them out so I can keep the coins and flips, all coins that I want to get graded. I have so many, it makes it really hard. So that's not a scratch at the bottom, that's a die break. Let's see what the back looks like. Another favorite coin. I just love the design on this one. Yeah, I think you guys are being robbed. I messed with the color and I dropped it back down a little too much because I was getting a better picture before. Yeah, the capsules are Airtight brand, AIR-TITE, probably .com. These are the best ones I've found so far. Some of them get pretty cheap. They don't hold the coins very well. I really like the foam inserts on everything. When I first started doing this, my coins got stuck because they were so uncirculated. It just made it really hard to get them out. I got them in okay, but yeah, I stopped using them right away. Oops. Come on, get out of the dot. There we go. Yeah, not showing up too good. And I might have grabbed the wrong. I have a couple different of the 51s. Here's one that's nicely toned. Let's see if you guys can see it. I'll be darned. That one's got such beautiful tones on it, and it just shows and luster. The luster where Liberty is throughout the entire coin. And there is like a rubber something. I think this was a coin that was in an album, and the plastic slid over it. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Let's see if I can find a nicer 44. In a minute here, I'm going to have to clear my board here. I'm getting really jammed. Really shocking how high the luster is, and then you guys see them and they just look a little flat. Oh, that one's horrible. Now see, this is what I'm talking about. Some of the coins I put in, this is obviously one of the first ones, and it's also what taught me. I use a blower that's made for blowing off negatives for my film studio. Well, not studio. I've done a lot of developing and stuff. I used to work with a 35mm camera. The brushes and stuff, I have these anti-static brushes and little blowers that keep this stuff really clean. So when I have the real nice coins, I put on gloves, I wear a mask, and then I use this little blower as I pull the coin out and make sure that that I don't have this happen, because that's really sad to see so much hair and fuzz in it. And I had a cat for 18 years living with me that always got in my face. Every time I used the blower, she was right there swatting at it. So let's see. Sorry, guys. Let me read a couple here. Well, thank you, Coin Collections and more. I have a lot of fun doing it. And you'll see on a lot of my videos, I say I don't care about the subs. I just am trying to spread the hobby. It's such a great hobby. I've done it since I was a little kid. My children, my grandchildren, they've all been part of it. Where do I get my coins? Most of these coins were grabbed from the bank and stuff by me. The 40s and stuff, those are part of a collection that I'll have to do a video on it. I had a couple that were part of a coin club in town. I joined it when I was about 13 years old. And these guys took me under their wing and just absolutely showed me some of the best of coins I would have never seen at that age. Seated liberties and the real clean barbers and just gorgeous coins. And uh, they had a gigantic safe. This safe was almost a full size room. And I used to go over there, I thought, because they were having me help them pull boxes out and sort through their coins. But they wrote me a letter after they died and explained that they enjoyed my company so much and they would make up excuses just to have me come over and help. Pretty funny. When the family died, the couple, uh, the kids left it alone. They were in their like 90s when they died. So the coins had been in there for like 40 years, almost not being touched. Well, that's not true. Probably about 20 years that they weren't active collecting. And the coins had always been in this safe. And when they died, the family had a letter telling them to get a hold of me to price out the collection. And I had a bunch of coin dealers come over and check it out, and they offered 8 to 10,000, and it broke my heart because I knew it was worth so much more. There was a couple coins that were worth 1,000 by themselves, and now I've found out that there was actually, well, I've probably done maybe 25 coins that were over $800. So, pretty sad that the dealers rip these people off that have family that have died. So they offered it to me for the 10,000 that they were offered by one of the dealers, and I told them that I would take it, and I had the money, or like 90% of the money, and I told them that they had more money coming. About a month and a half, 2 months later, I gave them another 15,000. So I gave them 25,000 total for that collection. And those dealers were only offering 10. Such a shame. Sorry, I'll keep moving coins here. I've got these down to half dimes and smaller. They get pretty small with these airtights. Oops. Now that's looks like scratches and stuff on the edges, but this one has almost a wood grain look to it. Oh, my wood grain pennies. Hey, that'd be neat. Okay, let me see here. Let me put you guys on a better coin, and I will try to get something a little more interesting. Oops. Okay, can't do that. Um, oh yeah. Um, a big part of my collection is from World War II era, and I have quite a few for one too. Let's see how this shows up. Not full band, but boy, the luster sure is gone. Yeah, I'm so disappointed I messed with the setting. Okay, get back in there. Hey. I will never give those guys a hard time again. My goodness, that's difficult. What a shame. High luster coins, and they're just showing flat. Oh, that the airtight is scratched. Boy, another coin that has so much color. Can you see it? That one's all green and red throughout the entire coin. Hello, Lele Lady. Yeah, I talk to my coins a lot. I even go to bed with them. I'm constantly waking up in the morning covered in coins. Oldies and goodies. Oh. Hey, Cajun. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Hopefully I didn't miss you. I sure appreciate your help. Rhonda. Glad you made it by, oldies. My first live stream. Let's see if I can put some nice coins up here. Let's see. See, now I do have another scope, but it just never worked out really well for me. So a lot of my coins, I should have been checking them out better. Oops. Come on. Get in there. Almost full bell lines. So you can see a lot of it's not showing up, but as I move it around, you can see some of it showing up. Oh, that was a 49. Not too good on the other side. These have, a lot of them have most of the full bell lines, but unfortunately the coins were in coin rolls, so they really messed up the coins. I've spent $5,000 on airtights, so I just starting to get them in. I have so many to do still. I think the capsules, yep, the capsule's scratched on that one. 53. This one's pretty valuable if it's got the full bell lines. You can see quite a bit of it show up. And they'll let a little bit slide. As long as quite a bit of it's there. And then certain years they're even more lax on, because there's some that they were horrible for full bell lines. Well, that one doesn't show up very good. $52. Okay, now this is where they draw the line. When they have the strikes through the lines like that, that's an issue. I've seen NGC pass a few this way, even though NGC's rules say they're more strict with it, but okay. There's quite a bit of bell lines on this one. It's not showing up too good. So there's one that probably, this one's a tough one. There's some gridders that'll let that slide when it's the upper line, especially if there's such full bell lines, and there really is on this one. The bell lines are so strong. It's just not showing up for you guys. And on to 48. I have a lot of 48s and 49s. Well, that one's not going to show at all. Now this one, it's my capsule, I think, that's scratched. Okay, you're not going to see it. That one might not have it. I can't find my loop right now. I must have stacked too much stuff on it. This one's really nicely toned. Doesn't look like it. So that one might not be a true tone. When yeah, $5,000. I've got a long ways to go to put the rest of these in flips. The pennies, I've got like 100,000 BU pennies, and probably a third of them are worth putting in. So I don't think I'll ever be able to afford that. So here's another one. I know it's not that great a shape, but it's got some really great tones. It's got quite a bit of the bell line, but you can see all the scratches right there. Where that color just doesn't show. Let's see what a real high-end proof looks like, because you guys will be surprised. They normally look pretty horrible. If I can get to focus. Yeah, I love that. And this one's extremely brilliant. So the Franklins, they always had a bit of a texture to them. Even the proofs show it. So here's one that is just near flawless, and yet not to you guys. You'd be shocked what this looks like in hand. This one is so brilliant, so much luster. Let me raise that back up again. Yeah, it looks horrible. It's so sad. I wonder if I can get it to show on edge. Wow. So I wonder if there's not some light staining on that you just can't see with the 10 times. Okay, let me pick some other coin here. Okay, coin collection and more. I tell this to so many people and nobody ever does it. This collection was from me being about 6 or 7 years old. My mom was a banker. I was a horrible kid. I never did my chores, never cleaned my room, and she would bring the penny rolls home and bribe me with them. And they were the 60s, the 63Ds that I have on my page that look near flawless. Those were ones I grabbed as a kid. Um, in fact, I'm sure because I have so many, I probably have 20 something rolls of the 63Ds. I think that those are the ones my mom was really pushing hard to get me to do my chores and similar. So get bankrolls, get pennies, get nickels, 50 cents a roll for pennies. Just get the ones that are original bank wrapped. Get the ones that are extremely brilliant on both ends, that you can tell that, it's a solid date all the way through. And then get them out of the wrappers because today's wrappers are horrible and the zinc coins are really tough to preserve. So you want to put them in the square white tubes. I use a brand called CoinSafe. They're a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it. They'll keep a lot better there. My best coins come from the 50s and 60s bank wrapped paper rolls. The paper that they used back then was such high grade and so clean of chemicals that the coins just stayed brilliant red. $10 for the half dollar rolls. You're better off not doing that. You're better off sticking with pennies and nickels. The pennies and nickels, if you get full step nickels, which you will, if you're getting this year's or the last couple years, and then in 10 years, you'll be shocked. Look at how much some of the ones go for that are only 10 years old. If you got full steps in a 68 grade, you got money over $1,000 normally. So definitely worth keeping. I was buying full boxes a couple times a year of each of the mints and buying nickels, pennies, and dimes, some quarters. And then I stopped doing half dollars once the Kennedys stopped being silver, which I kick myself because the 70s and 81s are quite valuable if you have high grade. Yeah, that's the best way. the brilliant uncirculated rolls. If you can get a full step nickel that's today's date, 10 years from now, because it's got full steps, it's worth quite a bit of money. The whole key is preserving. Putting them in these airtights helps a lot. That's what you do with your perfect coins. Put the rest in the square tubed coin rolls, and definitely get them all out of the paper. So for those of you that don't know, I have about 200 pounds in silver and 1,500 pounds of other U.S. coins. And then I have about 100 pounds of foreign coins. But out of that 1,500, about half of them are from brilliant uncirculated bank wrapped rolls. So they're really high value. And because I'm the one that collected them mostly, they came from the bank on the first year they were out. They didn't sit anywhere other than my house. Do yourself a favor, and if you're gonna do the 1 penny roll, 1 nickel roll, try to do it once a week. That's only $2.50. It shouldn't be too hard for you to do. I know you're much younger, but you really need to buy a box when you come across a good year, or pick up several rolls when you get really good coins. Because even though they're bank wrapped, today's coins aren't always in great condition. So when you do see near flawless or flawless, go back and get as many as you can afford. Okay, guys, let me go grab some more coins. Unfortunately, my penny drawer that has all my really good ones is under the camera, so I can't get to it right now. Now, at this magnification, you see a lot of problems with these coins that you don't see with the 10 times. Like this one, you'd be really hard to, well, there, I take that back. That one does show a couple. Let me get a little deeper in the roll here. I would figure that I'm not prepared too well. Whoops, that one's got scratches. The 69s are really tough because they were just horrible coins. Even I got them that year and they were just horrible. But it's also when the error happened. Whoops. I keep forgetting. That's upright. Okay. Yeah, see the wire on that one? The 60s, late 60s were pretty horrible. I got really lucky with some of my early 60 ones. The San Francisco and Philly mints did a pretty good job half the time. Can somebody tell me what the quality says? Is it coming in at 1080 60 frames? That's a different eagle, isn't it? I love these. There's a nice $50 for you. And that's a planchet error on the top. That one's actually fairly valuable. Now see the stars. See how it has the little lines that intersect to the middle. Now if it had that on all of them, this one would have got, well, and a little bit more hair detail. I'd have got AU on this one, but not quite AU. You can see the pretty nice coin. That shield is near perfect. Good for you, Rhonda. And the one thing we got to do here is everybody needs to be nice. I got called a liar from one of the channels. I'm not going to say who it was. And was really disappointed because I found a group that was mostly my age. And I had said that a lot of my pennies were worth $800 and $900. And a couple of the people just flat out said there was no possible way. And I don't know if they were thinking I was talking brown coins, but I know I said they were all from bankrolls, so I don't know. It was pretty disappointing. Now that coin is so colorful. What a shame. Another one that just has so much color. Oh, there you go. See the color shot? This whole coin looks that way. It's got a copper glaze over it. The front's blue and yellow. Boy, I sure can't get it. There we go. Now you can see it a little bit around the edges, but the whole coin is covered. Not as good as the back, though. The back is really special. Come on, camera. And sorry, guys. I need to get this figured out so I can start doing the manual focus on some of these. There's a gold coin. Well, gold toned. Now you can see it a little bit. This one actually started out the certain 71 and 72 coins get milk glaze. I love those coins. It's one of the things that got me started on collecting the tone coins. In the 70s, it just took a couple years, and boy, some of the coins just completely turned milk colored. Looked like somebody had poured a real thin layer of milk over them. Hopefully, I'll come up with one here in a minute. I have quite a few of them. I have a lot of them in mint sets too. You can see a little bit on this one, but it's got more color now. They start out milky color, and then they get a real neat iridescence. Okay, coin collection and more. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. I don't do normal coin hunts or coin roll hunts. For the last 6 or 8 years, I've been doing these pennies and a lot of my other bank rolls. I had almost 3,000 base at one time in silver that was bank rolls. Actually, it was about 2,000. Oh, you can see it on this one. Good. This one's just gorgeous. Right now, 200 pounds is about $3,200 to $3,600, and that's what I have right now in my collection. I'd have a lot more if I didn't give it all to my grandkids. I try to do their weight in silver when they were babies up to about 3 or 4 years old, and then it just got too hard to keep up. Especially with my moose grandsons. I've got some really big grandsons. Oh, here we go. Hopefully this one shows up. This is one of my best toned coins in my collection. Let's see if it shows up at all. Just a second, let me adjust this camera a bit. You can see a little bit of glazing over it, but here, I'll make it show up by holding it at an angle. Oh, come on, stay in focus. This one's got pinks and greens. Just a real light tint of blue. There you can see the pinks there. And you can see the blues on the B and Liberty. So both sides, pretty solid. When these first start to tone, I put them in air tights, and then 8 to 10 years down the road, well, probably not quite that long, 6 or so years down the road, slowing down oxidation just gives them a lot of color. The coins that you see the bullseye toning, that is normally from coins in the Capital plastic holders, the little square 2x2s that are thick plastic. That's what starts most of those coins that have such beautiful bullseye toning. Okay, come on. Let me back this camera up now that I'm doing $half. Come on. See, this one's got the milky tone to it, but the camera's not staying in focus. That was pretty brilliant. Not very many scratches on that one. You can see a little bit above the arrows. The rest that you're seeing, like above the O in dollars, that's just lines from the toning. Yeah, Rhonda, I understand. I find that the best way to deal with that is to prove them wrong. Get your coins graded and then bring it back to their channel. It's nice to be able to say, see? I've had to do it a few times. All right, Layla lady, thanks for stopping by. I have to look you up and I'll subscribe if I'm not already. I always subscribe to everybody. Okay, here's one of the milk coins. Oh, it does show up. Cool. So what you're seeing is probably half of the tone. This thing looks like somebody poured milk on it and it's just sitting in a puddle. It's almost 2 o'clock. I'm in California. That's what my name is Rich. I'm in California. The 21. I didn't actually do that on purpose. I thought that I had just Rich Cali down. And so I used that on some of my gaming channels or the games that I play. And I was really shocked to see a couple days later that it had a 21 behind it. But I'd already done so much on my channel, I just left it. Here's another one with that milk toning. Let me back a couple of these coins off. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. I'll have this put together a little better, and some of the coins you've seen here tonight will be up for trade. I want to get some better coins out to you guys. I want to do trading for silver mostly, but instead of making you guys pay high prices and stuff, I like to do on the trades I've done so far. I've almost doubled the true value of what the trades have been. And what I want to do is add like $3 or $4 to silver. And so if you're trading in silver, you'll be getting a bonus of like $4 per ounce, or yeah, $4 per ounce on the spot price. And then that way you guys can make out a little better and possibly afford a little bit more than what you normally could. Well, I'm not the best at coin grading or doing the errors and grading. I'm only good at doing the 66 to 68 grades, mostly on pennies. I'm pretty good at some of the others because when you get up that high, the coin is basically flawless. You just have a few spots, so it makes it kind of easy as long as you've got enough magnification. And I use 16 times, and that seems to work pretty good for me. And I do collect all the different quarters, even up to modern. Well, that's not modern, but 2014 is not too bad. I really love the designs on these guys. And if you grab them when you see them, that's my biggest secret on what I do is whenever I go shopping, which isn't often because of my condition, but I always use larger bills. Never, I always have the change in my pocket, but I never give it away. I always have them break the change or, break the bills so I can get change for everything. Every time I get a coin that's flawless or near flawless, it goes in my collection. And that has really paid off. I've gotten some pretty nice coins over the last 10 or 15 years. Rhonda, I don't know about the bulk. Most of my stuff is pretty valuable. When I come across like a roll of pennies that isn't, yeah, I would let a roll of pennies go, but that's as a roll is bulk for me. These have been gone through and cherry picked pretty hard, so I'm down to pretty much MS64 and 5 and up. So other than my Wheaties, I've got quite a few Wheaties. I might do a little bigger trade with those, but I have a ton of grandkids and I want them to have at least a couple penny books full. So we've already completed one each for them, for the ones that can do it. Christian's coins. Hey, I tried so hard to talk to you that one night when we left that one stream. He didn't get it shut down, so we could have kept chatting there for a while, but at least I caught you on your channel for a couple. It was nice chatting with you. What time is it there, Christian? So these are all coins I put away from pocket change. That one looks like it has some marks, but that one's pretty clean. You can see that one's pretty much flawless. I see just a couple under the wing and under the A and the end of America. So as soon as I get this set up to where I can use the software that comes with it, hopefully the software and the live stream can run at the same time. It allows me to zoom up on the coins really good and has focus options and stuff to really help the focus a lot better. 11:04 in Germany. It's 2:05 a.m. here. And I'm in California. Here, I'll put one of the cool coins back on. Oh, what I think is a cool coin. $18.31 $half. You're in Miami? Huh. That looks like a California burger you were eating. So one night I'll have to do my key dates. I've got a lot of key dates. Barbers and barber quarters. I only have the one Carson City that's a key, and it's only a semi key. Here's another one of the milk coins. There, you can see it there. Sometimes it looks a little spotchy, but it's not. It's just the tone doing that. So these look like they're low in luster, but they're actually extremely high in luster. I'm shocked how little shows up. I turned the color down and it must have really affected. This one's really nicely toned. Doesn't show up very good. And this one has a real nice tone. I'm sure it's not going to show. You can see it a little bit. And this is a nice one because it's an older one. Too bad the front wasn't in better shape. I really like these Standing Liberties. I have a key, one of the key date ones. Found it at the coin shop in their junk bin. 2090, 2060, I forget which one that is. I'm not that good on the dates on the Standing Liberties. It's probably in here. So if you know which one it is, mention it, guys. It depends, Rhonda. Some of them I know. I have these all in the Intercept Shield coin boxes. Most of the ones that are in airtights, the ones that are raw in flips, I have in boxes as well, all marked. So one thing you learned right away is when you have this many coins, there's no way to keep track of it all. So you do your very best to keep track of what you do mess with. This is my first live stream. I've never done one before. But I have so many coins, it'd be really easy to just sit here and keep showing you guys. I've only gone through a couple boxes out of about 20 boxes. Oops, sorry. I had too big a mess up here. Give me a minute, guys. I need to clear this off. I think this might be the coin I was talking about. Nope, no mint mark. So the mint mark on these is right on the top of the step, kind of where that M is. I don't know what that is. Must be the maker's mark. Not familiar with who made these. Okay, give me a second here, guys. Probably have about 30 coins on this board. Just love those. So what coin were you talking about, Rhonda? What do you mean the most expensive coin roll? You mean in actual value or in collector value? So is everybody hearing me okay? Oh, the dollars, they do a 20 coin roll, 25 for some countries. I bought a Carson City roll once that had 20 in it. Unfortunately, it wasn't all Carson's. It was from a Carson City bank. So the people whose collection that I paid so much for, that a lot of these coins came from, not the pennies, but the silver, the older silver coins. They have a huge gold coin collection. So the family just got a hold of me and is telling me to prepare, that they're going to offer it to me. So I'm really excited about that. Such a shame when they don't show up their colors. This one has so much color. Oh. I showed this one earlier. I like this one. I have about 400 silver dollars, not including the Ikes. Probably have another couple hundred in Ikes. Probably kind of easy. The Morgan and Peace, though, probably have 300, a little more than 300 Morgans. Yeah, 100 Peace dollars. Hey, Beep Thrills. You just missed a good show. I'm not sure if I recorded this, so the stream might disappear. I'll try not to do that because I showed quite a few neat coins. There are a couple still right here on the desk, though. Be the third time for showing this one, but I think everybody likes it. $0.50. Okay, Beep Thrills, you know what year that is? Roughly? Good guess. 1831. That's a planchet error or some type of error. It's not damage on the top. Yeah, most of my old coins like this one are in albums. A little hard to get to right now. I'll try to do a show soon with my typeset. I have a couple typesets. One of them has 83 first-year coins in it for the U.S. types. Where are you from, Beep? It's 90% silver. New Zealand. I do have some pretty good coins from New Zealand. You guys have a lot of really cool animal coins. I really like those. 1892. Not that great a condition. Good year. I have a high grade 1892. It's probably MS 63 or 4. Yucky airtight, or I mean plastic flip. Spotted. I really like the barber coins. Oh, not too bad. There's a little more details than what you're seeing, but not a whole bunch. All right, Rhonda. My oldest coin. I've got some ancients, but there's stuff I collected when I was much younger. I never really got that into it. The nicest one I had, my daughter wore in her sock when she got married, or her shoe. Most of my coins are, I think, for my U.S. coins, I have a 1799, and I have a lot right at 1800, 1802, 1804, 1806. Those are real favorites. They're part of my typesets. And I have some half cents, 3 cents, 2 cents. The half cents are pretty early too, 1804 and 1808, something like that. So I have a very extensive collection, almost a ton of U.S. coins. A couple hundred of it is in silver. A little bit of scratches on that one. Not used to having such nice magnification. It's going to be a lot of fun going through my better coins and being able to weed through them a little better. And for the Roosevelt dimes, I have just a slew of them, and a lot of them with spiderweb die cracks and simple errors. Here, you guys will get a kick out of this one. So real bad condition. But I wrote down the value of it. 16D mercury dime. $1,000 for one in that condition. But this was actually a joke on my granddaughter. I put out a bunch of coins for them and put some really nice high grade Morgans and half dollars, some of the barbers and stuff. And then I put this one out there to see if she was going for how much the value was or that she liked the coin. And she tried to tell me that she really liked this coin because I told them that they could pick one and have one. So she had this for about a month. No, I don't do any detecting. I'm actually bedridden about 95%. But I have a really good 5%. I've got a lot of grandkids that come and visit me all the time. So the coins in my, I do family genealogy. I'm a 5th or 6th generation photographer. And I've got thousands of photos before 1870. Part of, I'm not going to remember the name of the family. The family that went in business with Kodak. And they had like 12 daughters that were all photographers. And mine isn't direct like that. Mine is a cousin, but they all got the bug because they all got cameras for cheap. And developing was pretty cheap for them. I've got some beautiful pictures. I got pictures of Tahoe City when it just had a couple ranches and a few houses on a little street. That was, of course, dirt. It was probably 1870s. And you can see the mountains all in snow behind it. Have the same for Shasta City. Full bands. So when these bands are split, like this one is the one in the middle, well, it has to be all of them. Let's see here. The bottom one is too, but it's got a little bit of a dinger there. This one may not get it just because of that. But normally it's that center one that wears off. Makes these full banded mercury dimes, and they become quite valuable. The Roosevelts have it too. That's something I really like collecting is the full bands, full steps, full bell lines. Let's see if this one shows up. So this is actually 1938 S over S, or horizontal D, something like that. It definitely shows up when you get close. I just can't do it with this camera right now. It can do it really well, but I need to be able to use the software that it came with. And I'm afraid if I try that, it'll shut off my stream. Eastman, thank you, David. Yeah, I've got a picture I'll have to show you with the 10 or 12 daughters, and they were dressed to party. I'm telling you, these gals were dressed to the hilt, just beautiful women, and they were all part of that family. He was pretty amazing. I have some of his notes and stuff from some of the stuff that he created. Thank you, David. I hate when I can't come up with the names. I take medication. Sometimes it really affects me. Let's see if this one has full bands. Pretty close. I think that one might pass. So it looks like I'm touching the coins, but I'm not. I'm only touching the edge. And that one looks like it isn't worth much, but it's actually probably a 65 for grade. The little marks you see is just because it's blown up so much. And I have the color setting off just a touch, so the luster is missing on these. Or at least I'm hoping that's what the issue is. Otherwise, it's not showing up. Let's see if this one has it. Nope, not that one. So I had three 1942 over 41 Mercury dimes. One of them sold for $800. I got pretty lucky on that one. So if any of you guys know the dimes, oh, it does let me get pretty close. Okay, is that one upside down? See, the skinny part's supposed to be on top. Oh, and there's a trumpet tail one too out there that's fun to find. It's a bunch of sticks wrapped together. I forget what they call that. It's a type of banner, I think, is all it was, just for decoration. Some of the old houses used to have similar to that on their columns. So this one, if you see the S is upside down, that little skinny part should be on the top. And that is a 45. So I have a whole bunch of errors like that. Probably more die cracks than anything else. And probably cracked skulls are my second biggest error. I have so many cracked skull coins. Yeah, it's not going to show up very well. That's a trumpet tail. Too bad it wasn't in a little better condition. Oh, that's the bands. Too close. This one's all blue and yellow. Doesn't show up very well. And this one's kind of interesting. clashing. And then the part that's by the mint mark, that's actually, I don't think it's a clash. Oh, yeah, I did call it a clash. Toothpick clash. I have better ones. That's not the one I was thinking of. That was a 56D. Now, sometimes the clashes are really obvious. Sometimes it's really hard to see. In hand, you would see it because you can turn it enough. So I have a whole bunch of quarters that the die got scratched really hard. And they have all these, it looks like a sunburst with little lines all around the president's outline. And those are really cool. See some of the clashes. Pretty lightly clashed. Let's see if we can see some of the spiderweb die breaks. Some of them are pretty light, so it's hard to see it on some. So down by the E in 1, and then it goes all the way up to the A in states. It's not really a spiderweb one, though. There might be some more. It looks like off the leaf that goes over the column, there's some. It could be the other side, too, because a lot of these are marked on both sides from the dies breaking. Yep. So still not what I call a spiderweb break, but better than the last one. I'm sorry, I haven't been reading the chat. Sorry, guys. Okay, coin collector, take it easy. Hope you have good luck picking up those rolls. Bye, Beep Thrills. Thanks, guys. Now you would think that this one's scratched up, but if you look, you can see America is not scratched at all, and some of those scratches go all the way through. So this is them mishandling the die or cleaning it incorrectly. Not quite sure how to do that. That one's sure affected. '59s, I like '59s. Okay, let's see if these will show up for you guys. It'll take me a minute here to clear everything. I'll show you guys my wood grain pennies. That I'm sure sounded a lot worse than it actually was. These are so beautiful. I really love these coins. Hopefully they'll show up. There we go. So nice Indian head. You don't see too many of the Indians with the wood grain. That one's kind of light though. There's a nice wood grain. Some of them are really lacy. And no, that's not the correct date. I just used this book so I could get them all in. See, now that one looks like it's damaged, but that's actually considered an error. Wood grained. That one's really pretty. I've got one that has a really pretty blonde streak through it. See, this is almost too close. Let me back it off just a little bit. Sometimes I think it looks like it's coarse and it's not. These are really smooth. It's just the way the error is. Come on. Oh, that one's an error. See that? So these are so much prettier in person. There's the blonde streak one. Sorry, Rhonda, what are you talking about? I do have a whole bunch of the 1909 VDBs, not the S one, but I'm not going to be trading those if that's what you're talking about. The other ones, if you're talking about the older wheats, yeah, I've got quite a few of them. I trade them for silver and other coins. Oh, Beef Left, yeah, the old photos. I didn't see that he had wrote that. I have so many, and it's all from my great grandmothers mostly. Rhonda, what were you talking about the OBS? I'm probably going to kick myself for not understanding what you're asking. There's a real lacy one. That one shouldn't have been in here. Here's another lacy one. And this is a metal mix issue. The metals didn't mix correctly. So they started separating the zinc and the copper, I guess. So I got a couple pages of them, but let's see here. I have to move my light a little bit here. Yeah, it's not working. I keep pumping it. It's too hard to do the book. Oh, um, the OBS software. I do have currency, the bills, notes. I have a pretty good collection of those. I have a little bank bag that's about 3 inches thick. Well, not three, probably 2.5 inches thick of currency. But I'll just show some of the special ones. Anybody know what that is? Not if it doesn't focus, you won't. Here, let me pull it out. There's too much glare. This one's pretty sweet. Although I can't kick myself because I traded some real special stamps for this. I didn't realize how special the stamps were. The coin collector ripped me off. I was probably about 10, 11 years old. And this was like 25, I think, at the time. They sell for about 60 to 80 now. And the stamps that I gave him, which I don't even remember what they are now. I pushed it out of my head enough. He ended up with like $200 worth of value. Yep, 3 cents. 1863. And this is fairly little. You can see my finger. They had these because of the stamps. I don't know why it's not focusing. I think my camera's getting a little hot. There we go. Too bad for the fold. It's a pretty clean one. Nice corners. Mostly. I've got some pretty nice ones. And then I got tons of star notes. I collected old star notes. So I have tons of silver certificate $1 and $2 that are like this one. Star notes. Even with a couple zeros on it. I don't know if you can tell how thick this is. No, you can't. It's probably about 20 bills thick. And that's all it is star notes. From the, I think mostly 50s. A few older ones. And some really nice ones too. Blue seal. Hey Hector, how you doing? Hector was the last or second to last live stream I was on before I finally got going on my own live stream. Thanks, Hector. Your grief helped me get through it. I was a little better prepared than what I would have been because of you going through all the trouble you did. Roadrunner, hey Roadrunner. My first stream. I've probably showed about 200 coins so far. So did you guys see the 3-cent? Thank you, Roadrunner. I've had a lot of fun. Done it since I was a little boy. In my 60s, so been a while. And I was very lucky that I collected bankrolls and not loose coins. A lot of those bankrolls I never touched until just about 8 years ago. I started seeing some issues, so I started pulling them out of the rolls. You did, Hector. So that's a 3-cent bill from 1863. Now I'm seeing everything backwards, so if I get anything wrong, you know why. Not used to that. I've got a way of reversing it for me. I just need to set it up. Yep, it'd take forever to show it all. But after seeing some of this, you know, the magnification's a little strong. Some of the really nice coins don't look it, so I don't think I'd keep people's attention. My understanding is they created because of stamps. They wanted it so people didn't have to carry so much change to buy the stamps. Because 1853, they were mostly carrying the pennies, and I know was the reason for the trime, the 3-cent silver. And people hated them back then, the little 3-cent silver. I think they're gorgeous. $11 likes. All right. Not bad for your first one. Considering we've only had a couple people in. All righty. I've got a really nice Indian head collection too. I should start showing that. The 3 cents, I think they sell for, in that condition, about 60 or so. As a kid, I picked it up for like $20, $25. Well, if you'd have heard the story, it actually costed me a $200 stamp, but I didn't know at the time. I thought I was trading for 25 bucks. Yeah, that'd be fun, Roadrunner. You're in Northern Cal. I'll show this one again. I've shown this one a couple times. Oops, I should have shown the back first, darn it. I like asking what year everybody thinks that is, but too late. I already showed it. Come on, camera. Yeah, I'm northern. My grandkids were just down there. So one of my fondest memories of camping with friends was at the KOA campground down there. Boy, did we have fun. Troublemakers. Lots of fun, though. So these early half dollars are a lot of fun. I have a few of them. That one has a nice arrow on it. Nope. Few hours between. Many. I'm above San Francisco. Yeah, 50 cents. I'm not sure on where the KOA campground. I didn't think it was out of Santa Cruz, but it could have been. That was at the tail end of the 60s. Yeah, tail end of the 60s. I wish the color showed up. It just doesn't show up very good. I muted the colors a little bit by accident while I was messing around with it, and I didn't reset it. So I'm a little off on my color. That's why a lot of these don't have luster. And you can see it there. It's full of luster and color. But not when it's flat. Oh, come on. This one has so much luster. You just can't see it. That one's really colorful too. It's just like my walkers. They're so full of luster, but it just doesn't look like it. Not until you turn it a lot. Almost full bow lines. Yep, they're there. He's just, that last one's a little stubborn. .48. And the lines that you're seeing is the toning or the color off the airtight. Yeah, I think my camera is getting a little hot is why this is happening. There we go. I think it's the airtight is keeping it from doing it. Oh, it's got some marks. And it's so funny because I showed these. This 59, if you look at it with the 10 times, is flawless. It was just absolutely flawless. However, this camera is just picking up something. Yeah, I'll have to get one. This is a 4K camera, so it probably runs pretty hot. Can you tell me what quality it's running at? It should be 1080-60. Thanks for stopping by, Christian. Yeah, this webcam's a little expensive. Well, actually, very expensive. It's 180, I think, 175, something like that. But I was told there's several for around $100 that looks just about as good. All right, Roadrunner. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, give me a second here, guys. That camera's just not focusing there, guys. A couple little marks. Wrong box. Oh, here we go. There's some neat ones. Okay, and too bad Christian just left because he liked the older ones. I really like these ones. It's got a good mark on it, but it still is a pretty expensive coin. $1803, large cent. Not bad. And there's a little more detail than what's showing up. It's just very light. Thank you, David. You're seeing it in 1080, Rhonda? Interesting, because it should be 1080 60, but they don't always go across. Oh, I'll be darned. Well, I have a business connection, so I mean, I get 4K movies really fast. So, and I've got really good upload too. So I would think that the buffering's on your end, but who knows? So I was surprised my computer's hardly showing this. It just went up like 6%. I could do a few streams, I think. Okay. Yeah, I love these early coins. Yeah, I always, because I have a 4K monitor. So for those that upload in 4K, I love it because it's so brilliant. Okay, this one's pretty cool. 1808. Normally these coins are a couple $100. Well, I think that other one's, oh no, it's this one. This one's about $6 if it gets to 15. And that one's not, needs a little bit more detail. Are you on a laptop, Rhonda? I don't get my internet is just internet. I don't get any channels or anything with it, and it's almost $100. Good. $18.47. Good. Sorry, Rhonda, that was good to the zero dropped frames. Looks like somebody cleaned that one a little bit. I didn't notice that before. Come on, come on. There we go. 54. Almost full Liberty. I've run into other coins from this guy, so he must have been in my area. Well, the people or family that had his coins must have been in my area, because I'm sure he died a long time ago. I think I even have some books with his name. Flying Eagle. Sorry, I stopped narrating. David, do you know if there's a time limit on these streams? It seems like I remember somebody saying that it times it after a certain amount of time. So funny. Another real high luster coin. Doesn't look like it. See all that luster? Oh, come on. You can start to see it a little bit. Tons of luster on that. Strange the way it works. I'm so glad this worked. I had one time of trying that it didn't work, and I said a whole bunch, but I don't think you can hear me say anything. And then I realized I was trying to do streams for cameras that are like DSLs and SLR cameras. No, I'm not thinking real straight right now. For regular video cameras and higher end cameras. So then I realized that this is already a webcam. It doesn't need a converter or nothing. So that's the issue with them. So here's what I started my stream with. Now that is so purple. It's just crazy. Let's see if I can get some of it. Purples and pinks. Oops. And these proof coins are real clean. I think what you're seeing is the plastic. I don't even know how long I've been doing it. I think since 10:30 I think I started. So it's 3:30 now. Oh, I think I know where my air coins are. Let me see if I can get to the air coins. I had set some aside so I could send them in on some of the shows that uh, evaluate them. Oh, this will be cool. Nope, I didn't find them yet, but I will. But it doesn't look like it's in very good shape. It's actually fairly shiny, but I think the back's a lot nicer. But you'll never know. Oh, there it is. And I really love these ones. But boy, back in the day, I guess everybody just liked them. It's the 3-cent silver. Okay, now I feel bad because I'm sure this coin's gonna look like, well, maybe not crap, but not as good as it should. Because this one's probably a MS-63, I think, if I got the right coin. $18.60 seated dime. Oh, come on, this was the important part. Half dime. So that's a pretty cool one. This is one of the first years of this type. The one before this, I think, had arrows. Well, the focus is sure going. I think between my little light and this camera being set a little high. Up there we go. Hey. Strange that it's not focusing now. If it doesn't start focusing or staying focused, I'm gonna. Okay. Because I don't want to burn this thing up my first night. I have quite a few of these. I bought them for my grandkids because I was doing typesets for everybody. $18.88. Here's a nice one. $18.71. Half dime. This one's got tons of blue, but I don't think it's going to stay focused for me. Nope. All right, guys, I think if it's not going to stay focused, and I'm going to have to take a break here. So I'm glad those of you that caught the first show did. The next one will be a lot better put together. Oh, wow. Well, guys, I think I'm going to end it. Since it's not focusing very good, I'm sure it's because it's hot. And I can probably shut it down to 30 frames since not too many people are set up to watch at the higher end. Although I'm very curious what 4K streaming is like. I'm sure it'd be really tough on you guys, but it'd be fun to watch it myself to see how it works out. Yeah, I like those 3 cents too, David. I got a bunch of them for my grandkids. Here's a see if you guys can see this one. Nope. A clipped seated halftime. That's too bad. All right. Well, thanks everybody for getting on here with me. Hector, thanks for stopping over. We'll talk soon, I'm sure. Next time you are doing a live stream, let me know. I'll see if I can't get set up so we can all join in. Yeah, it's a little clip. It may not even be a clip. Those older coins, they've been through so much. Who knows what happened? A bunch of horses could have stepped on it. Oh, good. That's the one where the sun's red. What a shame it doesn't show it. You can see the luster though. Alrighty, thanks guys. I'll be doing this again soon. And I want to do one where I'm doing not an auction, but a trade. And I'll do the trade for silver and red books. And I'm trying to trade a bunch of my pennies and some of the other coins for things I need for my grandkids. I need red books and higher quality penny albums and folders and default my settings. Which settings? This does have all kinds of settings on the camera for color and focus and all that. I can pull it in out of autofocus and color and white balance and all that. But when I did it the first time, it cut off the stream, so I didn't want to try it again. In fact, I'll probably try it now and see if it knocks me off. Is that the settings you were talking about? Yeah, the color, I did quite a bit. I changed the white balance. I changed the color value. There were quite a few settings. I think probably 10 to 12 different settings for this camera, which is great. I love it because I'm used to the pro end of cameras, so it's be nice to have it. And I'll fine tune this and have it so you'll get to see the luster and everything a lot better. And I'll get a fan so my little camera doesn't get so hot, because right now I have a light pointed at it and the light gets kind of warm. And the light's kind of cool because, see if you can tell without me. Yeah, I got a lot of adjustments for turning it down. Oh, maybe I should have had the light off. Now the luster's showing up. Funny. 8 watching. Okay, let me see if I can. Now that I got the light off, the heat should go down. So who's in here, guys? Let me see who you are. Did it again, darn it. Oh, I guess they just want to be watchers. Watchers in the back, which is fine. I do that a lot. But don't call me a lurker. Hi, Robin. Did you see the date already? I've shown this coin a couple times. I always try to show this side first, see what people think it is, what year. $18.31. Yeah, David, you could have guessed again. I think you would have got closer this time. No. Lurkers. Lurkers are lurkers. I was showing these to this one kid. They made half silver eagles. I didn't know they made $half silver eagles. Pretty funny. I was proud of him for knowing what a silver eagle was. One of my grandkids' friends. Not a proof coin. I wish it was. That'd be serious dollars. The $half with the mark on it is actually a error, or I think it was a planchet flaw. It's actually a lamination type peel. Yeah, that's actually why I got that one. I had my choice of a couple of them that I was going to buy for my typeset, but the guy at the coin shop felt it was an issue and not a plus, so I got it for a little cheaper. Unfamiliar with what, the live stream, or don't know what you're talking about. If it's the live stream with the coins, there's a real big group of us that get together and watch these streams. Sometimes they'll get 6, 7, 8 people to join them and go through favorite coins or coins from the community that send pictures in, or just chat coins. Um, I've been doing it since I was a little kid, back in the 50s, tail end of the 50s. I'm in my 60s. I have almost a ton of US coins, 1,700 pounds, and have a lot of fun with them. Actually make me a lot of money. I pay all my bills with them, mostly my pennies and nickels. Still not sure what you're unfamiliar with. Rhonda, how many people do we have in here right now? Thank you. Well, I think I am going to get going. I'm normally a lot flatter. You know, I'll pay for this for a day or two, but it's definitely worth it. My next stream, I'll probably have coins for trade. And I'll try to do a video first so people know it's coming. And tell the stuff that, thank you, Rhonda, uh, things that I'm after. Like there's a couple 55 coins, the $50. I've got the D quarter, so I think there's a P missing. I'm trying to do a mint set for 1955, and I'm really close. I've got like 6 or 7 coins. So always looking for some of those, and any old coin book I'm interested. Need to find more folders and albums for my grandkids, so I'm willing to trade on that. If you got silver to trade in, I'll give you a couple dollars to $4 difference on the silver. So if it's at $12 or $13 an ounce, I'll do 16 or 17, something like that. We'll figure it out. That way, you guys are definitely getting the better of the deal. And then I normally sweeten the deal anyway, so everybody who's done any trades with me has gotten extra coins. I'm hoping soon some of them will do videos of what they got, and maybe I can get my viewer up. I've got 2,000 subscribers, but I think I only got about 400 people that are actually following these days. I've been on for 9 years, making videos for about 7 of those years. So I think a lot of those subscribers are long gone and those accounts are dead. But who knows? Thank you, Rhonda. Yeah, I just saw that, Rhonda. I'll have to look into doing that. That was pretty neat. I like having a little more notice for people and try to get it at a time when there's not a bunch of other streamers, which there's getting to be quite a few streamers these days. And I think mine will do good with not asking for money, but trading coins and such. Hopefully that'll be a better option for people. 51D. I've got 2 airtight tubes full of these, and I've got a couple more rolls of them. They're pretty nice. So, and hopefully I'll go through my coins a little better so we'll have less issues with the coins and get the color straight, and then we'll have some luster on these coins that are full of luster. Really frustrating to be showing you guys some of my better coins and you're not seeing any luster whatsoever. All right, guys, thank you. Hector, I'll be talking to you soon, I'm sure. And Rhonda, you too. We'll see the rest of you soon in this stream or another. Thank you for showing up. Yeah, I know the notices are horrible. Um, I had about 1,900 subscribers, and then the next day I looked and it was down 150 people. And I'm sure 150 people didn't leave all at once. That just seems too big a coincidence. So, yeah, YouTube has a lot of issues. So, all right, guys, thank you very much. And we'll be doing stream number 2 soon. See you later. Bye, David. Thank you. Bye, Robin. Bye, Rhonda.